Next up, let's take a look at another noon Sunday game, the Packers against the Vikings. The Packers didn't skip a beat, putting up 43 points on offense, but where the Packers did struggle was on defense, allowing a Diggsless Vikings offense to put up 34 total points. All of this, despite mustering 2 sacks and a pick on Kirk Cousins, leads me to believe that this Packers defense will struggle against even average offenses, such as their matchup against the Saints in 2 weeks. Now, the positives for Packers fans seem to outweigh the negatives in this one, though. Aaron Rodgers looked like the Aaron Rodgers of old, throwing 364 yards and 4 touchdowns with no interceptions against a division rival, and the Packers flourished both through the air and on the ground with a total of 31 combined carries on offense, resulting in 158 yards and a touchdown on the ground. Now, overall, the Packers looked sharp offensively and a bit off on defense. Davante Adams and Rodgers connected early and well throughout the game, resulting in 14 catches for Adams, totaling in 156 yards and 2 touchdowns for the star receiver. And I wouldn't be surprised if Adam ends off as the top receiver in the division. Honestly, I expect him to. And I also wouldn't be surprised if he makes a run for the best receiver in the NFC. He's got some heavy competition for that, such as DeAndre Hopkins, Mike Evans, Michael Thomas. Now, 14 catches on opening day against a team like the Vikings is not often caused by a fluke, really against any team. So moving forward, though, we have to remember that the Packers lay right at the 15th toughest schedule in the league, a pretty comfortable position to be in. Expect the Packers to put up another dominant offensive performance against the Lions, resulting in a 2-0 start for Green Bay. Once they face the Saints, though, I'd expect that to fall to 2-1. Now, on the other hand, the Vikings need to fix up that defense, and quickly. The Vikings will face off against several strong to solid offenses in the coming weeks, including the Texans, the Seahawks, and the Titans. A defense that allows 14 catches to one receiver and a total of 43 points on opening day simply is not going to cut it against those teams that I just listed. And again, they don't have much time to figure things out defensively. It worries me seeing Kirk Cousins and an offense that lost a primary receiver put up 34 points with little to no help from their defense. But again, it's week 1, so let's give this Vikings team another week or two to truly see where they're at heading into the rest of the season. It's a defense that had some major turnover in the offseason, and it shouldn't be all too surprising that they struggled in their first game together, although I didn't expect them to struggle as bad as they did, especially considering that they were playing a high-powered Green Bay Packers team led by Aaron Rodgers. But for Vikings fans, if these offseason struggles relay into more than just a couple of games this season, the Vikings could be headed towards a losing record after the first handful of games this season, somewhere around 2-4, 3-5, somewhere around that I could see the Vikings at, but they could surprise me and turn things around. Again, their offense can only put up so many points before Kirk starts forcing the ball into coverage to try and win back a game. Kirk Cousins did well on Sunday with only 1 interception early, but it's also a reason why they found themselves in the 3-possession deficit in the first place. They can't do that. They can't do that against good teams. We saw it on Sunday. They did it against a good team, and no matter how many points they put up, it just was never enough to come back. They found themselves in a 3-possession deficit in the first place. Kirk needs to find a way to move the ball right out of the gate if the Vikings want to win in week 2 against the Colts and Phillip Rivers.